Every couple starts with a love story. In the beginning, it's all possibility. Romantic gestures, inside jokes, late night conversations where time seems to just disappear. But then, life happens. The small disappointments start adding up. And before you know it, the love story you once told so effortlessly starts shifting into something else. Something that sounds a lot more like a list of grievances than a tale of devotion. This is how resentment creeps in. Not all at once, but in tiny, imperceptible edits to the story we tell ourselves about our partner. We're not just experiencing our partner's actions, we're interpreting them through the lens of whatever script we've been writing in our minds. But here's the good news: creativity is the way in. Because relationships aren't static. We are constantly narrating and shaping them by the words we use, the meaning we assign, and the way we choose to remember what's happened. And when we get intentional about that story, it can transform everything. One of the most powerful shifts we can make is changing the language we use to describe our relationship, even in our own heads. I could tell you either story about my marriage. I could sit here and convince you why divorce is inevitable for us. Or I could tell you a love story that conveys how my husband is and will always be my person. We choose which story we want to tell ourselves and then others. That profoundly impacted me during a really challenging time in my marriage. Before we dig in, I want to take a quick pause to let you know about a free resource I made for you. If you've ever felt like your relationship is shifting and wondered, how do we grow closer through this season of change, not further apart? This is for you. I created the Conscious Partnership Starter Kit as a free guide to help you and your partner navigate growth together without losing yourselves in the process. Whether you're in a season of transition, feeling a little disconnected, or simply wanting to deepen your connection with more intention, this guide will walk you through powerful, heart-centered prompts and practices to get you back on the same team. Because your relationship deserves more than maintenance. It deserves conscious tending, courageous conversations, and the kind of clarity that helps you move forward together. So grab your free copy at ellenbrowencoaching.kit.com/partnershipkit or head to the link in the show notes. And now, back to today's episode. As a child of divorce, I greatly feared it. And because I was afraid of it, as we do with all fears, we tend to gather evidence in our lives to try to avoid that fear from manifesting, only for it to backfire and draw us closer to that feared outcome. I was so scared of divorce that I was gathering evidence for why we might get divorced. And it was rewriting the story I told myself about my marriage. When my coach said that to me, if you want to take this reflection a little deeper for yourself, here's an exercise to try. Grab a journal, and instead of writing down everything your partner does that frustrates you, write the love story you want to be telling. Not a fantasy version, just one that reflects the best, truest parts of your relationship. Start with, I love the way they, and see where it takes you. It allows us to see our relationship through possibility instead of limitation. It reminds us that the story isn't finished, and we have more influence over the next chapter than we think. So if resentment has started sneaking in, maybe it's time to pick up the pen and start choosing what story you want to tell about your relationship. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share the love by sending it to someone you know it would support. It would truly mean the world to me to hear from you and to support those you care about. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a day and join me in my mission to help a world full of content creators become a world of contentment creators.